So it's just around 11 a.m. I arrived in Bangkok and surprisingly in the airport it's pretty quiet. So now it's time to grab a taxi and head to the city.
Thank you.
Before heading to the hotel, I decided to make a quick stop near the Central World. I think it's one of the biggest shopping malls in Bangkok, because I have to do something here real quick. Alright, so my plans changed a little bit because I ended up spending more time at Central World and I started to feel a little hungry. So I stumbled upon this authentic Thai restaurant. I want to give it a try and try some local food here. So I ordered a classic papaya salad, and I don't really like to eat spicy food, and I know it's a pretty common thing in Asia, but the good thing here that they agreed to make it without chili. So yeah, it's really, really nice. And the second thing that I ordered is pad thai with strips. All right, it's time to dig in, and I will try the papaya salad first. So good. Thank you. It's a little bit crispy and has this nut flavor and not too spicy. Really good. Now it's time for pad thai. So let's add some nuts first and maybe some lime juice on the top here. So yeah, let's try. So good. Really delicious pad thai. Just had a great meal and it was really, really tasty. I really enjoyed it. Now it's time to head to the hotel and check in. I just got into some awkward situation when I tried to pay for my lunch. They told me that they don't accept debit or credit cards, and I didn't have cash with me, and they told me that they actually accept it, but if your bill is more than 500 baht, which is I think like $15-16, but my bill was just around 350, and I said like, so what are we gonna do? Yes, and they told me that I need to go to an ATM and withdraw cash. So that's what I did, and I don't really understand how am I supposed to know about that, but I guess that's how it works here in some places. So please be careful about this, and maybe it's a good idea if you go to travel to Thailand is to withdraw some cash, because I haven't thought about it.
You like me both up?
No. So one of the things that you should really consider if you're planning to travel to Bangkok is heavy traffic. I remember there was a situation when I ordered a taxi going to the airport. It was exactly at the same place from Central World. And it said like, oh, you should wait around 7 minutes or something. And I ended up waiting for this taxi around 35 minutes. And then, let me show you, we got stuck exactly in the same type of a traffic jam. And it took me around almost, I think, 2 hours to get to the airport. So yeah, if you're traveling to Bangkok, please consider this factor. So now I'm thinking, what should I do? Because I checked, and to get to the hotel, it takes around 1 hour if I go on foot. But apparently I don't want to do this because it's getting really, really hot right now. So I'm wondering, should I grab a taxi and get stuck in this traffic jam as well, or should I do something else? So let me think. All right, maybe I need to try to get there by metro, because otherwise I gotta get stuck in the worst traffic jam ever. But the problem is that on Google Maps it shows that you cannot get there by subway, but at the same time they have a subway station there, so I'm just a bit confused. So I'll try to figure it out. In the end, I've just decided to walk, because just take a look at this. And it's not moving at all. I have no idea how can you get on time somewhere if you live in Bangkok, but that's what it is. So yeah, my plan now is just to get maybe to the nearest crossroad when there is no heavy traffic like that. And after that, I will see. Maybe I can just grab a taxi from there. Check out this traffic. Wow. So yeah, it's pretty heavy, huh? So I've made it to the subway, and yeah, it took me around 40 minutes walking through extremely hot weather. I just checked, it was like 2.5 kilometers walking, but I hope it was worth it, because as you've seen, the traffic was absolutely crazy. So yeah, now I just need to take, I think, 3 stations and I will get to the place. Oh, I found it. Love D. This is the name of this hotel. Yes. Sure. One.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'd have thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had to get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for...
Alright, I finally made it here and I took some rest, so I think it's a great time to continue exploring Bangkok city. Now I'm planning to get back to the city center, but this time I want to explore a little bit different area. I think it is called Sukhumvit. Correct me if I'm wrong. This place is famous for different restaurants, shops and places to chill, and I've been there once, but yeah, I want to explore it a little bit more, just make a short walking tour around this street. And also my original plan was to go to IKEA because I need to buy a lamp for my home studio and I just want to check out what do they have there. So yeah, let's take a walk there, go to IKEA and then maybe have a dinner in Sukhumvit area. So join me. Okay, so if I understand this map correctly, I'm standing here in the right place. So I need to go to Sukhumvit. Check it out. So it shows that I'm here, Samyot. So I need to go here to Sukhumvit. Okay. Alright, so now I'm at Sukhumvit station and I'm about to cross the road. I've heard people sometimes say that New York is a city that never sleeps, but I also think we should add that Bangkok is also a city that never sleeps, because every time I go to any place here, it's just like super crowded, super busy, and honestly, I love it so much. I don't know, it has some special vibe and energy that I cannot even explain. Yes, but I like it. So now we can finally cross the road. Okay, so we made it to, okay. I was sure that I know where I'm going, but now I'm not sure. I was thinking that I could do it without a map, but it turned out that I ended up going to a completely opposite direction. So yeah, actually I need to go there. Okay, so I finally made it to the right side of the street and now I'm super confused, so I'm just feeling like I've made a circle around this crossroad and I came back to the same place, but no, I don't think so. I think I made it right. So anyways, yeah, let me just show you around what kind of restaurants, what kind of places do they have here, and yeah, let's just take a look. I've recently realized a very interesting thing that before I used to think that when you travel alone, it's kind of boring, you might feel lonely and stuff, and yeah, of course, all these things are real, but I realized when you have a camera in your hands, it becomes a lot more interesting in a way. And I don't know, it's just, I feel like I'm talking to someone, and yeah, maybe from a side it looks kind of weird that I'm doing that, but I don't know, it just brings me some feeling of joy. Another thing that I've heard about vlogging recently is just like a very, very nice advice, because yeah, I'm just starting out, and I don't know, maybe if you're watching me, you're also considering to start vlogging, and one good advice that I've heard is that it's basically feels very, very unusual or cringe to talk to a camera like that. And so the only thing that you need to do is to imagine that you are making a video call with your best friend or with your mom, for example, and it becomes absolutely different. Because imagine, just picture this, you are holding your phone in front of you and you are just making a video call, showing around like, hey mom, I'm traveling here in Bangkok, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, okay, so yeah, in that way it makes more sense. Okay, so now we are getting to the area of different bars and restaurants and stuff. Okay, interesting. Okay. Now I start to regret a little bit because I came here this time only for one day because I have some things to do. But yeah, now after having the energy, the vibe of the city, I feel like I'd like to stay more. But maybe next time. So yeah, we almost made it to IKEA. Oh, so crowded here. Okay, so we've made it here. If you see, there is a sign that says IKEA. So my idea now is to visit an IKEA first, and later then, as I remember, they have a very nice food court on the first floor. So I'm pretty sure that I would be able to grab something delicious there. So it seems that there is a problem with all of these lamps and all of them are kind of huge and I'm not sure that I would be able to fit them. So maybe next time. But I have something better. So now I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry. So I think it's time to check the food court on the first floor. So for me, this one looks pretty interesting, but this time I think I will go with pad thai chicken, but actually I have an idea. First, I want to grab some beer, because here you can grab a beer at the supermarket and then just eat something and drink it on a food court. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. No, it's okay. Unfortunately, I forgot to hit record while I was filming the pad thai and talking about how it tasted. Sorry about that. It was really delicious, a little spicy, but I loved it. After dinner, I realized that I'm extremely tired because today I woke up at 4 a.m. I think. So now I'm thinking just to get back to the hotel and have a good sleep. Good morning, guys. So yesterday I came back and fell asleep immediately. And yeah, I really enjoyed my stay here. It was super comfortable. This place has everything. And yeah, I would definitely come back here again. So now it's time to have a breakfast. And I'm planning to walk around this neighborhood and see maybe they have some nice places where I can have breakfast. Well, it's pretty hot today. So what I'm thinking about is that I was staying in a hotel that is located in the area which is called Chinatown, but I think it's not the central part of it, so I think I need to get one station by subway to get there and check it out and see what do they have there. So I arrived to Chinatown area and I decided to have more traditional breakfast with eggs and bread and meat and stuff. So there is a place which is called Bright Side Brunch Bar, and yeah, it looks nice. I hope it's gonna taste delicious. So I just finished my breakfast and yeah, it was one of the best breakfasts I've ever had. Really, really delicious, 10 out of 10. So if you gotta travel somewhere near Chinatown, I definitely recommend you to visit this place, Bright Side. All right, so now it's time to explore the Chinatown, and it says it's around 200 meters from the place I just had breakfast. So let's get to this part of the city.
Hello, boss. Okay.
Hello, okay.
You fine?
I don't know what kind of snack is that. Never tried this before. So if you have any idea, let me know in the comments. Authentic street. So a lot of stuff is going on here. Want to check out this street. What do they have here? It's so peaceful here compared to the rest of Bangkok, so I was even feeling awkward to say anything during this walking part. So yeah, wow, nice. Really love the vibe. I just realized that I've made it exactly to the place where I started, so I kind of went through the buildings and and got to the exactly same point where I started my trip here in Chinatown. So now I'm entering to some part of like a street market, I guess. Yeah, they have a lot of different types of food here. So let's check it.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, really?
All right, guys, so I think it's time for me to head to the airport because I have my flight in several hours. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.